about all those things, there's like wars going on, some kind of overhypes that the currency system is changing. I mean, like the crypto and everything that the new presidents are putting in some ideas about cryptocurrencies. Like tons of changes going on here in our time. It's not even Christmas yet, and now in the evening, and Elon is sending a box load of bananas to Mars. So speaking about those things, even some kind of drones. Who knows if they are drones, or maybe that's the key word used in a marketing company referred to drones, are mystically appearing and disappearing in New Jersey. Although I didn't see any drones because I'm not there, but what I wanted to share is the information from channeling experiences that I had. Is that basically when Elon Musk first announced that he's going to the Mars, and I was like 100% aware that he's not going to the Mars, just because what we channeled about Mars, that it's being colonized a long time ago in 1940s, especially by Germans. In 1950, the Germans took over of the military complex of American military complex by use of some advanced UFO aircraft they had at that time, that they just hovered over the White House. And I didn't see those videos, but I surely saw that in the channeling experiences. So now, all the time when we did channeling about future, like extraterrestrial contact with some alien beings, they were all pointing at 2025 and 2027, but I don't actually remember those dates, whether it was 27th, whether it was 25th. But anyways, knowing all those things, that having an extraterrestrial contact is imminent, like we can avoid it, it's a matter of question of time, and I truly think it will happen in our lifetime. The thing is, whether those events like these drone activities over New Jersey are UFO related or something else, I don't know, but I will slowly get to it. But speaking about extraterrestrial contacts, what I surely can say is that we imagine, mostly we imagine our lives to be, let's say, yesterday I talked with one friend, and he said that life after death, I'm doing FPV drone races, let's say sometimes every day for 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes once a month, so it depends really. It's like a sport. And there is like a small community with us there, and they don't know me, I don't know them, I have never seen them, but I started to talk with them, and there was one topic, I don't know which topic, but anyway, it ventured out that one of those guys thought, life after death, what are you kidding, we just die and that's it. And I said, well, how wrong, I said to myself, how wrong are you? And when you think about that maybe 90% of the society thinks like this, maybe 50% is thinks like this, the other 40% are on the border. Yeah, maybe there is, maybe they're not. Maybe 20% are surely convinced that there is, but I don't know how it looks. And maybe 10% are fully aware how it is, because they have seen it, they have felt it, they know what it is. So, finishing that topic, what I want to say is that for an imagined extraterrestrial UFO contact or alien contact, we have this image in our brain or mind that aliens should look like this, basically from movies. It should look like big head and everything. But the really thing now, imagine, well, from what I have seen in channelings, is those beings, the variety of those beings are unimaginable. You cannot imagine those things. And now, try to imagine how an alien could look like. And I give you 100%, maybe 1,000%, you're wrong. I mean, like, you're wrong in a way how he looks, and you're even wrong in a form that you think that he could be a physical being. The universe in itself and the technologies of itself. I'm not speaking even of technologies about a computer or let's say a robot. I'm speaking about technologies as spiritual technologies. Like it could be called spiritual techniques. Like you could, for example, if you really practice, you become a superhuman. Now you don't know what to do and how is it possible because nobody have taught you this. But imagine you could become it just by practicing and by wishing that you want to attain, let's say, a superhuman abilities. Now, in those sense, we would focus that superhuman abilities we would imagine are having like ultra super strength and ultra super speed and like a Superman, we could fly around things, right? Now, those are also wrong. The thing is that the imagery perspectives of what could extraterrestrials beings are like, and what could superhuman powers be like, most of the cases, ordinary human is completely wrong. So now, let's get to the juicy part. So, what and how could extraterrestrials approach you would be for you even unnoticing. What it could be that you have just dreams, strange dreams. Those dreams could be just like a distant or remote projections of some kind of information you need. They could be, I don't know, they could be like, you need to come over your fears. That's basically what maybe spirit guides are trying to give you an experience here in this life. You need to become more over your fears. So that's why your guides or other spiritual beings are giving you, let's say, all sorts of strange dreams that are guiding you to a specific understanding that you need to have. So in a sense, if aliens would really want to have a connection with you, or with humans, or human awareness, they will do all sorts of crazy things, starting from dreams, for you having like deja vu feelings, for you having like a friend that you're talking, all of a sudden you hear a specific word that you needed to hear. There could be all sorts of all kinds of things for you to become aware that, hey, my point of view has changed, my understanding has changed. I mean, like in time, through all those crazy experiences, I start to feel and understand something a little bit differently. And that's the way of guiding you. Now, I want to share one true funny experience with an alien being. So one day I decided to go to sleep with idea that I want to go outside the body because I felt I'm ready to it. I'm like ready. I'm ready, my lord, I would say. I mean, most of the times I say, yeah, I know you can hear me. I know that you are there, but you do not say anything. And I'm just like, I wanna have this experience. I want the body experience. And just like in channeling, most things that I do, they just arrange a different being to do this. So in the middle of the night, I woke up because I had a crazy lucid dream where I was flying, like levitating and flying, and I felt really strange. So I woke up, I was shivering all over my body, and I decided to, I don't know, sit down and just meditate for a moment because I wanted to calm down, because it was really strange. It was like I was floating like an unreality state. So I went down to the kitchen, came up and sit down, and I decided well, just in short, in a moment I decided to do meditation, but in a moment there was a being there in the room. I felt him, that he's there, but I don't see him. So what happened was, he was like so, in English this unpolite word, pissed off, that he needs to be here just to do the thing. He really didn't want to be here. So he came closer to me, grabbed me out of my body, put me back in, grabbed me out, put me back in, and I went away. And those feelings were so unpleasant. They were so disgusting, I would say. But then when he went away, I have this complete understanding. I can do it myself now, so I did. So it was I've talked about this in another video. It was a really exciting and an extremely interesting experience to be outside our body for a while, for a small period of time. But anyways, the thing is, if UFOs really would want to have a contact, they would most definitely contact you, me, and everybody who's meditating through spiritual experiences. What I wanted to tell by this story is that our expectations about different life forms are really, really created basically from Hollywood movies. Now, imagine you have never seen a Hollywood movie before. None of these movies, none of your imaginations about UFO beings and everything. The most common thing what people would think is that aliens fly in the sky, they have space discs, and they walk around and do grisly kind of drumming noises, and when somebody shoots them, there is green blood coming outside of them. Well, most of the time. But what I have seen through channeling is that the variety is absolutely unimaginable. It's unimaginable. There are beings from higher dimensions that don't need to come here. They already are here if they need. They already hear you. They already see you. There are beings that like they look exactly like us humans. There are beings like look exactly like us. If they were to stand next to you, you won't even notice that he just came from a different reality or he come in the space portal. The space programs already exist and have existed from the year of 1950, 1940, 1934. So we as humans are completely dumb compared to, let's say, our experiences here from the point of view, let's say from the media brainwashing. Our experience from the media brainwashing are so limited. We are basically brainwashed constantly, even myself, that the things we do, the things we see, the things we think how work is just propaganda at its best. So I'm not talking about that you're doing the wrong thing. I'm talking about that the things we see and know and have awareness of are so limited. Like the thing is that most of the other planets, beings in different dimensions, they have like, let's say we have laws and rules that we should not cross. Like basically every law and rule limits us and points down us to narrow things that we can actually do. But different realities, different beings have a completely opposite. Somebody has discovered something new and he shares to entire civilization that we can now do even more things. So when somebody has, and most of the beings have discovered that there is a strange planet like us living here, humans that do not understand completely anything, they go work and back and come to watch television, and they think that there are no other beings than themselves out there in the universe, and they are hilarious with this idea. They are so amazed by this idea that they don't even have a glimpse of understanding how is this possible. So those observants, let's say extraterrestrial beings or beings from different, they are a variety, I cannot, it's not even in variety in thousands, like 100,000s, like 100,000 different beings. You cannot imagine how many different and how aware of our planet they are. Now, in terms of the drones that I have never seen, I have only three explanations what they could be. Well, the first of all, it's just, I don't know how you call it, when, for example, if the government needs to spend trillions and millions of budgets on something that previously they didn't want to do, or they need to create a new law that previously was not possible, then they create some kind of a campaign where everybody is frightened, and the only right thing we need to do is we need to limit everybody's drone activities in the sky by law, and in a way to have a more predefined security. or need to spend budget on something. Let's say it's a political campaign or an elites campaign of some sort. The next thing what comes in my mind is that bunch of these space program groups that the elite, what I understood from the 1950s, there was many elite forces, like groups that had connection with extraterrestrial beings, and they developed really strongly in space programs and high-tech technologies. There could be military sources, intel sources, and all from that shelves. But in the 1960s, they split up because they somehow managed to split up in multiple different organizations that, in a way, compete with each other. So the same as like governments with governments, or maybe elites with elites, using governments as just a PR program. That these elite groups, alien elite groups, I mean, not like alien, but those, I would call it. Well, the thing is, when you achieve a connection with a different race, different beings, they provide you with technology in change with something that you need to do with them on this planet, let's say, and some part of that was genetical material exchange. So then this human group becomes like a secret society group that deals and works with those alien beings and shares technologies and shares the things that they can gather for them. And these groups become lots of more that compete with each other. But they are fully aware that they need to be completely secret, because somebody else could have those technologies and just the knowledge, and just keep everybody silent. So now the second variation is that the group which belongs to USA has a conflict with another secret space group, and that space group is telling them, if you don't agree with us, we will cause your people, your society, to become more questionable, more doubtful of the system you are having right there. Like to push them down on their knees, because in 1950s, this is what the Germans did with the American government. Americans had at that time like some kind of a campaign where aliens don't exist, they are evil, you should not think about them, or something like this. And the Germans just hovered over the White House with an offer they cannot refuse. And they instantly agreed. It was related with banking systems and military factories. So this is the second version. The third version is extraterrestrial involvement, like a different race involvement in our society. But the thing is, knowing, especially the being which I channel most of the time, knowing him, he has a high taste of humor, like laughing. He has an extremely high taste of humor in him. And this is another thing which most people are not fully aware of, that there are beings that just constantly laugh. They're anything away from being serious. If they can take something in a way of joke, they will do it, they will laugh, they will enjoy, and they will have a highest excitement over the things they are doing. And this alien involvement would be like, like, who is it? Like, man, who could it be? Well, we need to channel about this, but I feel like I want to do it, but I haven't done it for like maybe a year or something. But anyways, so it could be involved with multiple races. One, forward the idea. Second, forward the technology. And the third, forward the agenda that we need to do this. So the agenda could become from a human civilization, which is, what I understood, there's a galactic human alliance. Like, their mission is to find planets that could and can humans inhabit, find human-like species with human genetics throughout different dimensions and different planets, and assist them and help them from becoming distinct. So maybe we are in a phase of really becoming distinct, or our genetic material is really in danger. I don't know. But they could pass forward the idea that we need to change something there. And how can we do it? It could be related with physical technology like drones. And the idea, how can we do it? We just fly around, appear and disappear, and maybe do strange loops and everything, like circles in the sky, and it could be really fun. It could be really exciting, really fun. Why should you do it in a way that appear in a human's bedroom and scare him to death? Maybe we can just fly around, you know, it's also fun, it's interesting, and let's see what happens. It could be really a nice experience. And then just observe what the people do. And another thing is also what in the channeling, what they talk about, what they told about first contact would be if they truly start appearing in the sky, if they truly will do it, it will be a perfect formation, like a triangle, that you would instantly, looking at this, understand that this is not the way a satellite, a military organization performs their duties or their missions. And you will just, by the image, you will understand that this is something beyond it. And the next thing is, as more and more people become aware of this, maybe in months' time, in 2 months' time, maybe in 3 months' time, it will definitely awaken groups of channelers who have some kind of psychic abilities to communicate, or who are, in a sense, sent here to do these communications. They will start passing forward messages like, hey everybody, we know what it is, we know what they want, and the governments also know that, they are fully aware of that. Now, who do you believe more? I mean, like, who do you trust more? And it could put up a dramatic, fast phase of changes. And once the people are ready and grasp, okay, we now understand, maybe most of the society understands and believes that, hey, Elon Musk with his space shuttles, that we with our wars have awakened something, or have become a part of a galactic alliance, it was just a question of time. Now it's just a question of time that we need to somehow, you know, start, let's say, start making friends with their brothers and sisters. That would be the most, I would say, the most common thing that will happen. But I don't know when, because I remember when we channeled the future channeling from some human that lives in the future, he told 2035 would be the year of full awareness, that different planetary beings will start to give us technologies. So who knows, right? And in fact, the more I live, the more I understand that it's not about what they think, it's about what you think, it's about what you believe, it's about where you guide your life, it's about how you use your belief systems to guide your reality to the reality that is most relevant to your belief system. So in a way, it doesn't matter what I'm saying you, because I'm here just talking to myself, and I will have a completely different experience from you. So it's more about you and yourself and what you believe in, and that will be the most greatest change. So anyways, have a good day and have a good time. I need to fill up. Put the gasoline first. So bye.